I love animals, and I always have, and it breaks my heart to see an animal suffer, and just want to do what I can to help.
Why do you support animal rescue programs?
Well, I've had horses all of my life, and in those years I've seen lots of neglect and abuse of horses and cruelty in methods of training. And I've been in the horse boarding and training business since 1975, and I just had lots of horses go through the barn that ended up without a place to go after their riders had given up riding, changed their minds, or whatever. So I ended up just trying to help those horses always have a home, and it just translated into starting the Equimore Foundation.
Something about animals, particularly horses, it just touches me. And you see how people use them and abuse them and throw them away. For me, a lot of it's just trying to make it right. And I look at a horse like Sarah, and they have a lot of the qualities that I really like in people. They're funny and curious. They're loyal, intelligent, dignified. They're just terrific. For me, it just started with one horse, really. I fell in love with this one, and kind of convinced me to get more involved in the organization as a whole.
Get the hair out of your face. There you go. The beauty and majesty of the horse just cannot be matched. They are absolutely gorgeous. They have all the emotions of a human being. They get angry, they get sad, they get bored, they get melancholy, they cry when their children are taken away from them, they get angry, and they are joyous. You can see them out on a sunny day, and it's just pure joy. So it's very important. I was an educator in the Rogue Valley for 24 years, and one of the facts that we know that's irrefutable is that people that abuse animals later transition on to abusing human beings. And I think it's very important for a society to understand that the way that we treat our animals is the way that we treat the world around us, and especially children. I think our society is turning a corner and beginning to understand that all animals need to be treated with dignity.
That hound that was at the Jackson County Animal Shelter got adopted.
Why do you support animal rescue?
I guess I've always been an animal person. I think everyone should have at least one pet. I have more than one. And when I had the opportunity to do more volunteer stuff with animal groups, I started doing that. And when I started painting and doing pet portraits and animal paintings, it just made sense to give money back to them. And so I work with a couple of different animal rescue groups. A lot of the stories that the animals have are really heartwarming, and they've been through a lot, and I think that they all deserve to have a good life. It's disturbing to me that people can treat animals the way that they do. Just let them starve to death or roam around and forage for themselves. There's amazing animals in shelters and rescue groups out there, and I think everybody should do their part.
Look at that big boy.
And you got him at the shelter?
I did.
When he was 6 months old?
Yes. We are the voice of animals. Animals do not have a voice, and we have to speak up for them and protect them and provide them with the proper care and attention. It's like children or the elderly who are infirm and can't negotiate for themselves.
How do people know if an animal is being abused?
I think neglect and abuse is a very obvious situation. The animals obviously don't have food or water, they're thin, they're standing out in the weather without shelters. When they see something that they think might be abusive, the best thing to do is to call the sheriff's department and report it so that the animal can be checked on by somebody who does know what neglect and abuse is according to the law.